This is a card. It costs under 6 cents. This is also a card. It costs between $40,000 and $3 million. Welcome to the world of Magic the Gathering card resale. A market that, due to coincidences of this 30-year-old fantasy card game's design, functions eerily like the actual stock market, complete with full-time traders, speculative bubbles, and tons and tons and tons of money. But unlike a stock, these cards' value is determined almost entirely by the company that prints them, Wizards of the Coast, who now have the full-time job of stopping the secondary market from destroying their game. Now, this game is so complicated that even AI hasn't figured out how to win it consistently. Fortunately, we only need to scratch the surface to understand what happened here. You play Magic with a deck of 60 of your own cards, asterisk. You win by attacking your opponent, draining their 20 life points down to 0. The amount of damage your cards inflict and protect you from, plus their powers and abilities, vary widely. Some are much better than others. There's more to it, land cards and in-game currency you spend to cast spells, etc. But in short, good players play their cards well and build strong decks out of the 20,000 unique cards that exist. New cards come in random packs of about 12 to 20 and cost just a few dollars. There are exceptions, but great cards, upon release, tend to get distributed by luck. So the game's won or lost on the strength of your cards, and getting new cards is cheap, but inefficient if you want something specific. Hence, the resale market. I drop $6, chance on a card someone will pay me $9 for, I might realize, oh my god, I got 3 free dollars! I'm buying more card packs! And wham, a speculative bubble is born. In the early Magic resale market, hobby magazines tracked a card sale price. Now, sites like this one aggregate sale prices in real time. The highest ever sale was in 2024, a Black Lotus for $3 million. But mostly the markets stay local because who's paying to ship a 3-cent card? I sent my outside correspondent to a game shop in New York to see what their highest ever sale was, and they said they'd sold a Tundra card for $450. On the one hand, if you're a Wizard of the Coast, this is great. People love your game. They buy tons of card packs. Life is good. On the other hand, this resale economy will destroy the game in about 2 years, per their calculations. Why? Because Magic cards aren't baseball cards. They're for play, not display. They derive some value from rarity, sure, but a lot from the ability to curb stomp a ghoul or whatever. Imagine my writers and I took up the game and I invested in OP cards while they continue to spend their entire paychecks on hot chocolate. I would beat them every single time, ruining the fun for all of us. We'd stop playing, and critically, we'd stop buying cards. Extend this problem to the entire Magic player base, and that base, along with all the value stored in good cards, disappears. Realizing this, Wizards of the Coast stopped acting just like game designers and started acting like the Federal Reserve of this brand new economy, calibrating the card supply and game rules to keep the whole thing alive. They started by bringing down the rising prices of card packs, printing more, calling stores to see what they were selling for, and printing again until the price was back to the original $3. They also needed to devalue, but not destroy, the best, most valuable cards, like that Black Lotus I keep referencing. As was, it gave players a ton of free currency to get an early leg up in the game, an insurmountable advantage. So they said, hey, you and your friends can play with that card, but we're starting a pro league, and those games will only use the new card packs. So the overpowered deck you sank all your money into still works, but not competitively. A Black Lotus can't win you a tournament. The massive prices it fetches nowadays have more to do with its rarity and lore, like a normal collectible, than its use. Still, as they keep printing new cards, they need to make sure they don't make another Black Lotus. The Wizards track which cards people like and make sure new packs don't have anything too popular or useful. In a recent Lord of the Rings collaboration, the One Ring card, based on the most iconically overpowered object in pop culture, isn't even that big of an advantage. Though, of course, they did print a most special singular One Ring card, and in 2023, the guy who found it sold it for a cool $2 million to Post Malone, who proved the One Ring's power by showing up on Beyonce and Taylor Swift's next albums. Posty, you have to destroy it, or it will destroy you. These days, Wizards of the Coast has to keep evolving the game to prevent the card market from dying or eating itself alive. They create new competitive formats that use different cards, ban cards from one format or another, and even maintain a reserved list of 572 cards they promise they will never reprint, lest they single-handedly tank the value of someone's 6+ figure investment. And the market responds to all of this. Imagine a good but not great card, uncommon but not rare card. We'll call it Internet Dweeb. Today it costs about $1, but a lot can change that. Let's say the Wizards release a new pack, including new cards called Explainer Video and YouTube Algorithm, which combined with Internet Dweeb make him crazy powerful. Suddenly, Internet Dweeb starts going for $20, $30 or more. Everyone's buying. Supply is low, price goes up. $100, $200. The winners of top tournaments use it in their decks. $300. Then, seeing this, Wizards of the Coast bans it from most formats, including all the ones where you can also play Explainer Video and YouTube Algorithm. The price tanks. We're down to a few cents. Then, some popular Twitch streamer discovers that, actually, in the formats you still can play Internet Dweeb in, it pairs nicely with, say, Swarm of Rats, everyone sees that, and the price ticks up again. But while a given card can see stock-like price fluctuations, the Magic the Gathering market, unlike the stock exchange, is completely unregulated. Insider trading isn't common, but it does happen and is totally legal. What are you gonna do? Tell the SEC that your nemesis got the inside scoop on a new card ban? They don't care. But the money in this market is still real. People's life savings are tied up in binders and boxes of cards. Millions of dollars of value flow around at conventions. People fly to Tokyo to get cheap Commander cards, more popular in the US than Japan, in the Akihabara district, then turn a profit stateside. The MTG Finance subreddit has over 132,000 members and countless blogs and YouTube channels devote themselves to beating the market.
So unsurprisingly, bans in Magic the Gathering cause a lot of controversy. As an example, in September of 2024, 4 cards were banned from the Commander game format, and the backlash was so harsh that the Volunteer Commander Rules Committee that regulated all bans and rule changes in the format for 30 years prior disbanded themselves because they were getting death threats.
That's what happened here. Jeweled Lotus got banned, people dumped them off, then others started buying at the cheaper price, expecting new game formats would raise the price one day, or wanting to play the card against their friends, or hoping that it becomes a collector's item. Just a couple weeks after the ban, the store Amy visited still had one in stock behind a glass case priced at $95, though the guy working at the store didn't expect for it to sell that high. So Amy headed to the 25-cent bin, pulling 4 cards that she claims have, quote, promising auras, along with a card an owl was holding, which store guy gave her for free. Turns out it was a must-have in the modern format for a while, then it got banned. So here it is, the Amy set. 5 arguably worthless cards that she mostly overpaid for, banking on a bounce back now that they've been featured in a YouTube video. Fingers crossed. If you want to hit it big in the Magic market, you're going to need to know a lot of math. The odds you get the card you want in a pack, the optimal number of cards to buy, how to track and project a card's value, and if you want to learn that math, or any other, you should check out this video's sponsor, Brilliant.org. It's the best, most fun, most chill way to learn complex topics like probability, computer science, even special relativity. Personally, I'm no numbers guy, but the sub 15-minute, highly visual, interactive lessons on Brilliant.org work even for me, making topics that fueled my nightmares in school feel within reach, even exciting. I didn't think I could understand how neural networks work, but their course made it seem intuitive. With over 60 courses and thousands of lessons, you're bound to find something you're into. So whether you're bored or busy, a student, or an aging YouTuber trying to keep his mind agile, Brilliant.org is for you. To try everything they have to offer free for a full 30 days, visit Brilliant.org/HAI or click on the link in the description. The first 200 of you will get 20% off Brilliant's annual premium subscription.